Okay, just making sure this thing is running. Hey, it's January, what? January 2, I believe. I don't know what time it is. Actually, I do. It's time for a new pedal. A pedal that I just ordered in the last week of November. It just arrived today. It's from a company called Godlike, spelled Godlyke. And yeah, maybe you know what it is. I do, but to give you a hint, it's a TubeScreamer, but not an Ibanez TubeScreamer. Now, what's an Ibanez TubeScreamer? I have one right here. It's an Ibanez TS808, but it is modded by Keeley. At least it says so on the sticker right there. To me, it sounds good, sounds great. It's a TS808 reissue, modded by Keeley, supposedly. And supposedly it's iconic. I think it's good. But, you know, I got a few more TubeScreamers left in the chamber right here, which I'm about to show you. That 808 I put on my regular pedal board as a boost for my, because I love stacking my overdrives. This here is a duelist made by, what's the company that does this? I forgot. But this was recommended by my friend Joey Puyat. Great jazz fusion blues guitar player in the Philippines that we all hold in high regard back there. Lots of hair combing in this video because I'm unashamed. I got great hair at 52, so deal with it. Now this duelist is actually a combination blues breaker and TubeScreamer combined in one. I'm not sure if you could interchange them. I think you can, but it's through the internal switch controls. Yeah, meaning you have to take it apart or unscrew it at the back and then just fiddle with it. You know, otherwise I don't get to use this often because I play in a top 40 band, all covers. It's a living, you know, but everybody knows I'd rather play blues. That's why we have all these TubeScreamers. Now I also have one of these. This ain't a TubeScreamer. This was given to me when I purchased the guitar, like a bonus thing. Seems like it's brand new. Might be made in Taiwan. It's a Boss Super Overdrive SD1. Now what's the difference between a TubeScreamer and a SD1? There's not much difference. I looked it up just so I can have an answer for you guys. The Boss is, you know, can be used to stack overdrives and distortions. It is known to be used by guys like Red Beach back in the day, 80s and 90s. They would run these to kind of boost their Marshall stacks, a Marshall amp. The Marshall would be set up in a way that it's got a little bit of crunch, you know, just enough to create a good rhythm sound. And then if you want to take it, you know, to the next level, you step on one of these. It makes the solo, if you're gonna take a lead on some, you know, part of the song, because that's what the 80s is, you know, 80s rock bands are known for. They create a mid hump. You know, increasing your mids just makes your lead sound stand out a little bit more. You know, it cuts through the mix, so to speak, because rock bands are known to be full of, it's high volume, high velocity, high decibel kind of take. There's bass, keyboards maybe, and a little bit of rhythm, a little bit of rhythm guitar, and you're all fighting for the mid frequency there, and this just makes you stand out. A TubeScreamer does the same thing, except they're both known for this mid hump boost frequency. I believe the Super Overdrive is known, the clipping stage, the clipping diodes, I should say. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not a scientist, but it's called asymmetrical clipping, while a TubeScreamer would create symmetrical clipping. I don't know exactly what it sounds like. I just know that they both sound good, and then depending on the situation that you want to use them for, they will serve the purpose of just cutting through the mix. And if you want a comparison, like guys like Stevie Ray Vaughan, and I'll get to this a little bit more. Guys like Stevie Ray Vaughan would use something like this. And there's conflicting literature or conflicting information out there, but he put the TubeScreamer on the map. If a little, he may not be the first one, but he put it, because of Stevie Ray Vaughan's sound. He just created this need for TubeScreamers all over the map, across generations, I should say. Even now, his influence lingers because he's such a great player. I would imagine that he could use any pedal, and he'll be able to get his type of the type of sound that he creates by just playing with such intensity. And I should say, it's not just the pedal. Okay, it's also the amp. It's also what I could say, the type of strings that a guitar player would use, the type of pickups. All right, it's all part of chemistry, or a synergy of gear, so to speak. But that's just how it is. So we got these two different pedals, and I wish I could make a comparison, but the new pedal that I got is a TubeScreamer, and I purchased this one, the Duelist, maybe 5 to 6 years already, and they've improved upon it. What they used to have as internal switches, now they put it outside. There's the newer model has switches outside of the pedal, which there's pros and cons to that. Once you put the switches do stick out from the side, and if you're not careful, they could break off. That's just my take on it. And maybe I'm just sour graping, because this pedal is pretty expensive, and I would like to get the newer model, but hey, I already got the old model. It does what it does well, and it's still in very good condition. These pedals will last a lifetime. Now, on to the purchase that I got from Godlike. This literally just came this afternoon, and I'm trying to make this video as realistic. I haven't seen it yet. While you're watching this video, this is literally going back in time and watching me open the box. Literally at what time is it? Around 10 o'clock. January 2nd, 10 o'clock, guys. Oh. Don't cut your fingers live here. And I'm going to be plugging through a Fender Hot Rod Deluxe. Whew. Of course, along with the pedal, there's the peanuts that come with the mailbox. We call them peanuts. They're like the stuffing to the turkey, except they cannot be eaten. Damn. Okay, that's how real it is, guys. I haven't taken a look at it yet, and I'm trying to make it as realistic as possible. This is what you call reality YouTube TV. And I'm your star, Johnny Blues. Alright. We're going to try to take the peanuts off. Try not to make a mess here. By the way, this is my home studio. I haven't fired it up for a while because I've been busy doing other stuff unrelated to music. Sometimes you need to take care of your mental health, guys. And I'm just glad I'm put in a position that I'm not forced to work against my will. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to be slave to the grind. Because that's just awful. But I can't take all the peanuts out. They're going to have to stay in there. I got the box, and I'm going to keep this. Not for resale stuff, but just so I can hold on to it. Okay, it's by Total Wicked Audio. I don't know if this is showing up in reverse, guys. So just bear with me. Trash goes this way. And the box. Ready? It's well packed. Styrofoam and stuff. The foam. There's the manual from Total Wicked Audio. Okay. It's a green box. And what I like about today's pedals, they put it in these little bags. But there's the manual. I suppose there's a warranty to it, but there's a little black bag. It's like a little pouch here. I don't know. I don't even know how big it is. It's that big, guys. And I plan to put this to kind of replace the TS-808 for a while. Check this out. It's got 4 knobs. Level, tone, drive, level, tone, and drive, and bite. Okay. Now a little bit about before I plug it in. Okay. I got batteries in, so you're gonna watch me unscrew this and put the battery in. 9-volt battery. I hope it takes 9 volt batteries, as all pedals do. Okay. The difference is, they're both green, but this is kind of like a lighter shade of green. Darker shade. Okay. Now, supposedly, the reason why I bought this pedal is that there's a demo and showing the a brief documentary about the vintage TubeScreamers, and it seems like every batch that they made, reasons for cost cutting or whatever, availability of certain integrated circuits, they are not they show differences in what they use for integrated chips, okay, or otherwise known as ICs. These are analog, but they're not tubes, guys. It's called a TubeScreamer, but we don't use tubes in them. Okay, they're like integrated circuits, all soldered together. Okay, and you know the myth between silicon and germanium. It's crazy magic stuff like that that just creates a lot of forum debates online, and you know there's certain years of vintage tube screamers that sound, you know, they say better, or they say that has more bite than, other tube screamers that were made throughout the years. It's not just the 808s that you have to worry about. There's also the TS9s, okay, and there's also the TS9DX. I had one of those. It also boasts um, four knobs, and instead of adding a bite a bite knob, you can bite me in the knob if you want to. The TS9DX adds a bass boost. Okay, and it was purchased from me because at the time, I just wasn't using it to the fullest extent. Okay, and in order to buy newer pedals, or just trying to survive in Los Angeles, you gotta sacrifice and sell pedals once in a while. Now we're gonna unscrew this, and you're gonna check it out with me. We are gonna check out what's inside. Now, hopefully, there's the support for the battery. I believe there is. I don't remember from the demo. This supposedly uses the integrated circuits or integrated chip from the year that the vintage TS808 sounded really good. And this was, this is officially endorsed by the father of the TubeScreamer, some Japanese guy, Takamura or something. Oh, Tamura. That's why they call it the Tamura. The source code. Because this is the original. I'm doing it, guys. I'm unscrewing the back. Now, while I'm doing this, this will not be edited, okay? I'm going straight to the internet on this one. This will be posted on my personal Facebook account, so that all my friends can come and check it out. Like and subscribe on my YouTube channel. I'll be posting links. I might post this on Instagram. I might post this on TikTok, or some form of it. Hopefully I don't lose the screws. Okay. Meanwhile, wanted to ask everybody, how do you spend your new year? I had a very rough day. And it's not because of problems or drama or anything but it's like self-imposed damaging stuff. The night of December 30, I ended up not sleeping and just binging on video games all night. And I had a gig the following night for New Year's Eve. And in order to be able to do that gig, I have to drive 2-3 hours to beyond Palm Springs. Now, I live in Norwalk, California, which is near Cerritos and Anaheim and all that stuff. Not exactly LA, but part of LA County. Very close to Orange County. I moved here about a year ago. And all I've been doing is just recuperating from a personal ordeal. Okay, and I'm just gonna say that not to just bring politics in, but you know, because of friends being able to help me, and just you know, the economy, I think is you know, it was just a struggle coming from the last president, that it's been very challenging. Okay, it's got top jacks that you can connect to. You know, usually pedals have them on the side. These are on the top. I can't decide whether that's an advantage or not. And we can put the battery in. I got Duracells. So anyway, going back to my New Year's Eve, morning of December 31, I wasn't able to take a nap or anything, and I still have to drive from Norwalk to Indian Wells, and it's a little bit farther than Palm Springs if you know the geography. 10 East, guys. 10 East. Palm Springs is, you know, that's desert area. In fact, California is one big desert. One big desert. But it's been raining for a couple days. Here we go. Enough talking. Sorry if there's a lot of talk here. Trying to make this realistic as possible. I don't want to treat it like a live video, because I do want to be able to check it out. There it is. It's in, guys. And we're gonna just screw it in. I didn't check out if there's any internal controls in it, but yeah, while it's still open, check out how clean it is. Okay. This is a boutique Overdrive, and it's called the TWA Source Code, meaning it's a TubeScreamer style pedal leading to the source code, or the source of all tone, concerning, you know, what is considered the best year that Ibanez TubeScreamer was made. So again, it has not 3 knobs but 4 knobs on it. Has the usual knobs that a TubeScreamer has, which is tone, level, and gain. The level is the volume. The gain is also what you call the drive. So I'm not going to tighten this too much. Just enough so that it's closed. New Year's Eve, I played with Brian Magsayo, buddy of mine, who's also a major YouTube influencer. His audience is primarily those who are from the Philippines. I'm from the Philippines. I'm from the Philippines. We are all brothers to Manny Pacquiao. Shout out to the senator. We are proud of him. There we go. We're just creating this thing. I should say that the packaging of this pedal is really good. Every pedal that I've got that, you know, recently, from Wampler to I don't know, from Marshall, you know, they all include some kind of bag. and it's actually pretty cool. So this is coolness. It has rubber feet, by the way, so I don't know how I feel about that, because I want to keep it in the, you know, as a stock option, but you're not going to be able to put it on a pedal board, not unless I take out the feet, the rubber feet, and then place it on a Velcro strap. Okay, so let's put these all on the floor for now, and I'm going to set it up so I can run my Strat on it. I'm just using my my phone to record the audio. I know I have a studio and all that, but I haven't set it up so I can make videos and create the best audio for you guys. But this is literally reality TV at its finest. Just a phone, that's it. Okay, so it works. You can see that it's lighting up. I have the app all fired up here. I'm not necessarily tuned up, not yet at least, but we'll fix that. Okay, so it's plugged in. And for testing purposes, because I like using my guitar, my Stratocaster. This is the one Stratocaster that has all the bells and whistles working this time. Everything else needs to be repaired, and I haven't gotten to that part, or gotten to that part of my life yet where I have to fix the guitars. But at least they're all accounted for. All right. Sorry it's taking this while, this long. I like to take my time. If I can wait, so can you. All right. Now let's start cooking, shall we? Whoa! Okay. It was already fired up. So, I'm just going to do this on the neck pickup. So the way that I like setting up all my amps is, especially the Fender Hot Rods, I like them just 9 o'clock for the bass, 9 o'clock for the mids, and 12 noon for the treble pickup. But let me adjust it a little bit. Okay, so I set it up as if I'm playing blues at some gig, okay? everything's set to noon. Oh, let's put the byte on 0. Everything's set to noon except for the byte. I haven't warmed up yet, so the tone is not coming from the fingers. It's coming from direct from the pedal. Lowering the drive a little bit. Tone at 1 o'clock. Let's take the reverb out because I want to check just the overdrive in its pure. Let's add the bite to it. Now, what I like about, let me tell you the difference between a Boss Super Overdrive and a TubeScreamer, is that it's a little bit more touch sensitive than the Bosses. The Bosses are known more for being more a little bit grittier, or I should say gamey. They serve to be to try to get that hard rock or metal sound. Although the TubeScreamer is certainly capable of doing the same, it's more of a, they add a little bit more warmth, maybe, okay, than your usual Super Overdrive. Depending whether it's made in Japan or somewhere else, there might be difference on whether it's warm or not. Some would argue, some say that they can hear the difference. I don't own a Super Overdrive that's made in Japan, so I can't really say. But, things like this are not imagined by guitar players. Some say they do. And really, you can, the sound difference can be minimal, but it also depends on what you're feeling, how the tactile differences on how it feels between each guitar. I can't explain it. It's maybe a spiritual thing, an energy thing. I don't know. Sometimes it might be a psychological thing. I don't know. you can lower the volume to it. Let's put the tone, or not the tone, but the tone on max. Put the drive to 9 o'clock, which makes play a little bit less drive. Okay, I think this is a setting that I would prefer. Challenge to play with less drive. I'm not really playing with any drive to complement stacking it with this pedal right now. This is how it sounds like clean. That's how it sounds like when it's full-on neck pickup, all volume and tone knobs on max. This is how it is when it's it's a typical Stratocaster sound. No reverb at all. It's a typical Stevie Ray Vaughan type of clean sound, I think, or what I would consider Texas blues type of sound. I am not Stevie, so we cannot compare. Very great guitar player, which I still idolize to this day. That's why we want to sound like him. We want to continue the legacy. Okay? It's sad to say he's not alive anymore. We try to keep him alive, or his music and legacy alive, by being continually inspired by him. Not just through our music, but through our lives. I mean, if I was a boxer, I would box in the way that Stevie Ray Vaughan would be playing guitar, which is ferocious. But I'm not a boxer. I'm a guitar player, and we're just playing. We're just trying to be a replica of what the things that he used to stand for, or we could be sounding like us too. That works. to put it on my pedal board. That's for sure. Let's put it on 12 noon. Some thoughts about it. I'm excited to put it in my pedal board. Should I? Maybe next time, okay? This video is long enough as it is, but I have a very good first impression so far. I'm tempted to just put it on the pedal board and see what we got. What do you think? Anyways, please leave your thoughts. I'm still just blown away by how good it sounds. I don't know what a vintage TubeScreamer with the original IC sound like. I can't compare it to my old TubeScreamer. I'm just looking for something that works. Not very helpful, am I? It doesn't sound bad to me. Increasing the drive. Okay, some thoughts about it. With the reverb, brought up a little bit when I'm doing the unison bends. It creates some interesting harmonic gain, or gain harmonics I would like to call them, when you're playing those double stop bends. Okay, here's without the bite. And then when you increase the bite level, TubeScreamer, and this is a reason. This is the reason why there's a lot of hate for the TubeScreamer as well. We do like a little bit of a bite to be added to the tone once it's engaged, but it's just too much of a mid-range hump. Okay, and adding that, you know, the tone takes care of the mids, I think, but the bite does add a little bit of clarity to it, because you know, you gotta check it out. The drive knob, you know, does increase the mid quite a bit. You know, not just the gain, but you know, gain staging is increasing the output of certain frequencies. Okay, so that they distort, so that they are, you know, overdriven. You know, and this is just a poor man's way of explaining science, sonic science. Reverberate. I like it. A typical Stevie Ray Vaughan setting would be putting it on a low drive setting, and then increasing the volume. But that serves that serves a purpose. It's more to boost an already existing overdriven tone. I don't have that right now, but let's just try it. That's low drive, okay? Let's use a less thicker pick. Serves the Stevie tone really good. I don't know if I sound like Stevie Ray Vaughan to those in YouTube land, but if it sound, you know, I can at least sound like myself, right? setting, the harmonics come out really strong. It's not mushy, and I think that's what guys like Red Shawl, they complain about. Maybe the Ibanez TubeScreamers or any clone thereof are a little bit, they don't bring much clarity. I can't compare because I really don't want to switch in between pedals right now. That's gonna take a lot more editing, and you know I'm not in the mood for that. You know, I'd rather just play. Okay, I'm lazy when it comes to editing, but you know, you can give your comments. You know, tell me how sucky my tone is, or how you know, I pay more attention to my hair than my sound. Okay, tell me all sorts of stuff. All right, look at that. It still sounds good with the volume knob. Just like you know, fuzz face. I've had enough. This is well over an hour now. I'll try to make a shorter video. Otherwise, it's going on online right now. I like it. You know, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will post the links in the description. I'll be posting this on my Facebook. Try to be a follower. Don't be a hater. But even if you do, you know, I don't care. Even if you hate my stuff, you know, I will live rent free in your head, buddy. But yep, I think we're done for this video. But I will be spending some more time with it. Maybe I'll post another video with it on the pedal board itself. Okay. Wait for the next one. Later.